Hello, my good people. Today I want us to talk about how ladies get societal pressure because of not having kids, husband, or even a stable job at a certain age. Where some of us come from, it's like you must have either a job or a husband or even a kid at a certain age. I don't know where that came from, but it depends with the environment. If your environment is not pressuring you to have either of those, you're lucky. I want to assure you that in this life, you are your own examiner and you're the one who is supposed to give out the marking scheme. Let me read you a post. I'm 28 years old and I feel like I have failed. Single. I haven't dated in 3 years. No child. I still live with my mom. And my job ni ile ya leo unapata, kesho unakosa. I feel like I'm just existing. My self-esteem is like I can't really tell you a good thing about myself. Sometimes I even tell God to take me peacefully in my sleep. I'm just unhappy. Has anyone else been in the same situation? According to this poster, what I know, the environment that she lives in is the one that's giving her pressure because she has mentioned that she hasn't dated for 3 years, no child, and still living with the mom. For this lady, she has a lot to thank God. Imagine there's some people who don't even have like parents that they can stay with. At least for her, she has a mom who is there for maybe she can have the pressure if the mom is toxic. There are toxic moms, even you know there are toxic moms who exist. To this lady, what I can advise her, first she should increase her self-esteem. Don't just sit in one environment that's giving the worst of you, that's giving you negative vibes. Try changing your environment during the weekends. Don't just sit. Go to a football match or a basketball match or a rugby match. Just engage yourself in any kind of the activity that you can. Just go to any church that you feel comfortable in. Associate with other people. Just don't sit in that same environment. That environment that you've been there through your life and you're not growing and you're not even willing to change. Number one, this person should change their mindset and try changing the environment. Sometimes your destiny maybe is in Mombasa, but you want to struggle in Nairobi. You've not tried Mombasa. That's just a joke. But this person should first try and change the environment. I don't think that there is a specific age that you should have given birth. At 28, she's still young. I don't think that it's a must for you to have a kid when you're not ready. Kids are very expensive. FYI, for her information, kids are very expensive. You should only get kids when you're ready. Even if you're not ready, at least have something little so that you can provide for your kid. Don't want to come to the internet to start begging for food for your kid. Just stabilize yourself. Ensure that you can provide for a kid before having one. And living with your mom is not a crime as long as you're doing something. Imagine if at all you are just seated there and you don't have a job. At least you have a job, even if it's not that stable, you have it. Just try changing the environment, visit a friend, see how she does her things, or visit your relatives, see their way of lives. Like just socialize, just engage with other people, network with other people, socialize with people, take a walk, go to these marathon runs. Even if you're not buying a t-shirt, it's not a must for you to buy a t-shirt. Change your mindset and be positive as much as you can. You attract what you are. Positive attracts positive and negative attracts negative. So just be positive. Have that positive mind. Since she posted this in Facebook, I believe this is somebody who can access internet and knows how to operate it. Just use the internet, Google something interesting that you can do. Like, just engage your mind as much as you can. Don't be idle. Don't behave as if there is a marking scheme that says that at 28 you should be having kids. There is no any standardized marking scheme. You are the one who is supposed to come with your own marking scheme. Ensure that you pray and pray with belief. Don't just pray because you're praying. Pray so that God can remember you. Maybe you're not praying. Just pray and have a positive mentality. Let me just go to the comments that people posted. You are never late on your course till you start comparing yourself with others. The fact that you're trying already means you're doing something with yourself. Keep striving, searching, and establish yourself at your own pace and time. Rome was not built in a day. Sure, a day at a time. Don't just wish to have success overnight. Everything is a process. Live a day at a time. Appreciate your small wins and be your number one fan. People can't support you if you're not supporting yourself. Then relax, don't overwork your brains. You are healthy, you are alive. It's normal to feel that way. It shows you're willing to make changes. Time it come too. As long as you're healthy, it means you can do 1, 2, or 3. Get out of your mother's place and get some exposure. Since you have no kid, tafuta job yoyote ile. The first step will be getting out of your comfort zone. Ni ile unajituma, unaona tu haiwezekani, but unakuwa na ile imani. Ile imani unasema kila kitu itakuwa sawa. Unajishtua, unajituma tu. Then, don't be too hard on yourself. You are lucky you have someone to lean on and at least job hata kama ni on and off. Kuna wale hawana lili wala lile. Give yourself more grace and speak life over your situation. May God meet you at your point of need. Sending virtual hugs, love and light your way. May it be well with you. By moving out of your mom's house will give you a reason to wake up and hustle. Nothing good like an exposure because you get to know much. Work on your self-esteem and don't compare yourself with your age mates. Be yourself, don't compare yourself with no one. 28 hata, this one was joking. 28 hata hujapona kitovu, wewe ni mtoto bado, tulia. Sasa unataka sisi mid-30s tuseme nini? Milestones are different. The worst thing you can do is compare yourself with others. You need to change your mentality kabisa. Otherwise, you have set yourself up for failure. Like, don't compare yourself with anyone. It's hard to be like them. It's good to have a role model, but a role model in a positive way. Don't have a role model in a negative way that you feel bad that she has this and you don't have this. Just have a role model, but in a positive way. You can't just compare yourself that huyu akona hii, mimi sina hii. Utabaki kwa hii mentality ya sina, nakaa hivi. Then somebody shared that post of KFC. The KFC founder said, just because you took longer than others doesn't mean you failed. I started KFC at 65. Imagine, at 65, had he given up at 50, maybe we wouldn't be having KFC at the moment. We all have our own timelines. Don't live in anyone's timeline. People who are successful at 21, there are people who build their houses at 35. There are people who discover themselves at 60 and invest at 60. There are people who get married at 28. There are people who marry at 28 and their partners die. Yeah, like life is different. We all have our different ways of life. Honey, teach yourself to be grateful. Someone is looking at you and just wishing to have your life. Kuna a girl who is a single mom with no job, no family, and doesn't have a roof over her head. Tell God to show you your purpose in life and let him reign in your life. Maombi. Very powerful. Hata soma Biblia. Si lazima usome ati the whole Bible. A chapter a day, not a chapter, even a verse a day is enough. And with time, you can advance to a chapter a day. Maybe, even if you could have been married at 25, by that 28, you could have been divorced. You never know. Life is different for everyone. Don't admire anyone's life. Just admire your life and trust your process. Baby girl, whose marking scheme are you using? 28 hata baby hairs zimeisha kweli. Yeah, whatever this person was trying to tell her, like, there is no a standardized marking scheme for life. Hakuna marking scheme ya maisha. Kila mtu na maisha yake. For anyone out there who is feeling like unworthy, they are feeling that they are useless, that when they sleep they wish that they can die. Don't feel that. Just change your environment. Number one, try changing your environment and see how people are living in other areas. That environment, if you're in a toxic environment, you won't grow and you'll be feeling bad about yourself forever. Even you won't even make effort. You'll just be comfortable and have that mentality that I'm worthless, I don't have a kid, I don't have a stable job. Try changing your environment and have a positive mind in everything that you do. Avoid comparing yourself with anyone as much as you can. Be you, put in the work and pray as much as you can. You attract what you want to be. Thank you so much and see you in my next.